if we look at the systems that we're in here, even in our educational landscape here in the US, if we really, really want to put it on the table of what transpires in Ghana, it looks like we are definitely lacking on those. We appreciate what our former educational minister took to Ghana and tried to change the landscape of our educational system in Ghana, and it did work. It is still working for the current government, and we hope that more improvement and more expertise will be put into it and be accepted as a political paper that we can, put our educational system on, that we won't be deviated from it as we go on. I also want to talk about our medical expertise that we have here. Much as we all know, our political system does not encourage our medical system very well in Ghana. As we speak, we have lots and lots of nurses and doctors sitting home with no jobs. Yet we still have hospitals which are lacking doctors and nurses. They are short-handed, they are short-staffed, and yet we have people sitting at home. And the excuse is we cannot afford to pay them. But can we afford to have our doctors sit home and have the Ghanaians die with basic medical conditions? What are we doing as diasporan to put this to bed? This is becoming so disheartening when our political system is influencing our medical expertise and the doctors and the nurses, what they can bring to us as a community. So right now, what I would let us all understand is that it is our right, it is our mandate to make sure that our political system embodies the medical system in Ghana, and also take advice from the diasporans. We have very, very learned people here, doctors, who can contribute their quota to make our country well. We cannot afford to have people die with fever, just fever, or toothache. Somebody can die of very basic thing. It is not too well. It does not augur well as expertise that we can, contribute in our country. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Josephine Wallace. And finally, we will have Dr. Efrifa. Doc, your audience is ready.
Okay, thank you. Kukrudu. 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 Thank you. This is such a short notice, but I will try to do my best. The issue or the concept of diaspora development or participation in national development is such a big topic that I don't think you can even scratch the surface in 3 minutes. But I will try my best. The concept of diaspora participation in national development has always been there, but it came into force in the 1980s when the World Bank realized that remittances that expatriates or immigrants sent back to their countries were exceeding the official development assistance that the World Bank and the IMF provide. So they paid attention to that and began collecting the numbers and realized that something has to be done with those monies that are going back to the various countries. So in countries such as India, Egypt, Nigeria, South Africa, Armenia, those were the countries that has benefited greatly, and of course Israel. These are the countries that have benefited greatly in terms of diaspora participation in the national development. There are so many aspects that we can talk, but there's also, before the political participation can manifest, there are also demands that these countries have to also put in place, and some countries have done that. There are specific policies. One is creating a national ministry catering to diaspora affairs. And as you all know, in the 1980s, 2000, when President Kufuor came into power, he created the Office of Diaspora Affairs, which was stationed in the Ministry of Culture. That's part of it. India, Singapore, and all these countries have done that. It's just a way so that this ministry will interface with the diaspora. The second aspect was creating specific units within the Office of the Presidency. India did the Office of Diaspora Affairs within the Office of the Prime Minister. And you may know that in 1996, when India tested a nuclear bomb, the World Bank and the US led the international community to sanction India. So India couldn't borrow money from anywhere. And as a result of that, it was forced to issue diaspora bonds. And those bonds, they call it diaspora resurgent bonds. And within 2 years, India sold over $2 billion to its diaspora in the US and the UK alone. And with that money, they were able to circumvent or receive money to further development back home. Now, when it comes to diaspora participation, there's also symbolic aspects that the countries have to do to make sure that the diaspora participation manifests, which is, one is dual citizenship. Most countries have passed dual citizenship by allowing their citizens to vote. Those are symbolic policies. Others have also created specific investment funds catering for the diaspora so that when you go with ideas, you can tap into those funds to support the diaspora national development. There's also specifically creating board of directors or assisting diaspora members to participate in national board of directors. Some countries, they know that diaspora members cannot move from where they are back to to their countries. Therefore, they assign them to specific national board of directors or authorities based on their expertise so that they can participate or advise them on an advisory basis. Others also, when they receive money from, let's say, the World Bank or the IMF, they ask diaspora to follow the money to make sure that those funds are implemented. In Ghana, our participation has been a little limited, and we all know. The 1992 Constitution has a specific policy that is dissuading our full participation, which is the dual citizenship. There are 18 senior level positions that have been carved out that diasporans cannot occupy. And as a result of that, our participation has been a little truncated with that. What can we do? That bill, the National Constitutional Review Committee recently tried to amend that, and we know that it has gotten nowhere, to the point where they're saying that we cannot assume offices, including members of parliament, director of fire service, immigration, and all of that. So, yes, the ideas and the willingness is here, but there are specific policies that, at least in Ghana, exist that is barring our full participation in that. So, if we can forcefully participate in national development in Ghana, those laws, those are symbolic and also instrumental policies has to be put in place to make sure that we can participate fully. Again, as I said, this is such a big topic that we cannot discuss this in 3 minutes. So I'll stop here in case anyone has any question. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Doc. I know you have a lot to say. And personally, I know you're a very prolific writer. So whatever you couldn't speak to over here, you can put them into writing. We will help you disseminate. Thank you so much for contributing. And our final panelist to speak to this matter will be Dr. Charles Jomina, popularly known as Dr. China.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Indeed, it is a very broad topic, but I believe the panelists have done justice to it. They've touched on all the key things. And so I wouldn't open any other front except to say that I will draw it into our party system, our party structure, the role we have to play going into 2028 and beyond. The whole idea of having external branches back then started from the US, where you needed people to assist your branch. So the office of an officer was appointed to more or less help with the legwork back home. And the concept became a very good concept, so party decided to formalize it. So the idea of external branches came into fruition. At that time, unfortunately, the thinking was, let's have our brothers and sisters in the diaspora come support our party back in Ghana. So it was a one-way affair, receiving. That, unfortunately, was the mindset at that time. But with time, pressure was brought to bear on the Electoral Commission to activate a system that will enable Ghanaians in the diaspora to vote. So there was that thinking of activating ROPAL to let Ghanaians abroad vote. Then the party sat up and said, okay, if Ghanaians abroad have to vote and we have diasporan branches abroad, then let's look at them from a different angle. Not from the angle of they just remitting to us, but from the angle of they mobilizing the Ghanaians in their respective jurisdictions, so that if we are to go to the polls in these jurisdictions, we, the new Patriotic Party, will have the upper hand. So that brought on board a different thinking for the diasporan branches. With that in mind, the issue has always been, how do we achieve that? How do we empower our external branches to play this very critical role beyond sending money to the branch at the headquarters in Ghana, beyond offering expertise and all that? The various countries in which we have external branches are not the same. In fact, as many as about half of our external branches are not registered in their respective jurisdictions. They are just operating in name. They do not have legal statuses wherever they are. Not the individual Ghanaians. I'm talking of the organizations, the parties, branches in the diaspora. You often have people come together, we form NPP so and so, but there is no backing to it, no legal backing to it, because of the jurisdiction they find themselves in. It is very difficult to do that. I remember when we were forming NPP China branch, this is a communist party, a communist country, where even they themselves, the Chinese, cannot have such groupings. Not to talk of foreigners who have come and want to set up a political party organization there. It was forbidden. And so we had to do it under the cover of darkness. So in such situations, when you don't really understand the peculiar challenges these branches have, and you unfortunately make a rule that becomes more of a one-size-fits-all kind of thing, it becomes very problematic for these branches to play the very roles they are supposed to play going into the 2028 elections. That is why I am very passionate when it comes to diasporan activities and diasporan affairs. Where the branches are registered, they are registered under the specific jurisdictions they find themselves in, not using Ghana regulations. And so when matters of legalities come to the fore, unfortunately, they will not use the regulations of Ghana, but the respective regulations of that diasporan branch. And so, if you don't understand this basic thing, you might get it very, very wrong with dire consequences. You might think that that branch is being insubordinate. You might think that that branch wants to be treated separately. But that may not be the case. The reality is that each branch that is registered has been so registered using a specific set of regulations that suits the jurisdiction they find themselves in. That is why the constitution of MPP back in Ghana gave some degree of autonomy to the external branches so that we don't make it fringing in Ghana where you cannot apply wherever you find yourself. Therefore, as members of the party in the diaspora, particularly in the US, we need to ensure that this concept is protected and very well protected. However, in going about it, we need to come from the angle where we assume nobody understands the situation. The onus therefore will lie on us to make them understand that this is the peculiar challenge we face. This is how we think we can get it done. But if we go about it the other way around, that this is what it is, it must be done, there will be rebellion and a pushback. Once there is rebellion and a pushback, an erroneous impression will be created as if that particular branch is disrespecting the mother party. And nobody would want to accept that. So we have a bigger role to play in the sense that we need to communicate our peculiar challenges to the mother party. We need to do so in a manner that will not anger the mother party. We need to do so in a manner that will create a room for the mother party to also say, oh, is that so? Let's do this, let's do that, so that you can still have your branch run effectively. And ultimately, I believe that when we do that, we can achieve whatever we seek to do without compromising on whatever we need to do here as external branches, and without also antagonizing the mother branch back home. So in concluding, I would like to encourage all of you here, because you have a bigger role to play. I'm encouraging you to put behind whatever has happened that has angered you, demotivated you, or made you annoyed, and look at the bigger picture, the way forward. You have a peculiar case. No two ways about that.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. China.
I will remain hanging. Thank you.
I know. We will make time for you to speak to this issue. Thank you so much. And that brings us to our final presentation. Before they resume their seats, maybe any of us on the floor will want to contribute or ask a question. There is an opportunity for that. I will take one question, one contribution, if there are any. So raise your hand and Presido, you mention your name and your chapter, and then you ask your question or contribute. A minute, please, 1 minute.
Thank you. My name is Charles Opoku. I will make a contribution. And so in 2017, when we came to power, I know a lot of people in the UK, US that got appointed into various positions. And some of us, the sentiments were that we almost yabrushi and yaba power na ya form on ya position. You see, a lot of people don't know what Yenya Yabrushi contributed to the party. So I want to make this point. If say you be taking this point very seriously, you see, at this point, the party needs people who are more experienced and contribute to our comms in Ghana, especially how to command the narrative and shape public discourse in Ghana. And we have a lot of experts here across several fields. So if say we will have a structure here, there were two people omokasa about energy, two people omokasa about economy. And from time to time, we issue a policy paper. We contribute to national discourse. I believe that going beyond the monetary contribution and going to Ghana with Ofos bills and all those stuffs to help the party, if we do this too, we will put US branch
Thank you.
in the limelight. So thank you, basically.
Thank you. Thank you. So I've just been informed that we are live on the NPP-USA platform. So you can share the link or invite your friends and families to join the live stream. Yes, Chairman Janice Asarubediako.
Thank you. This question goes to Dr. Frifa, and not to single you out, but I know you're a policy expert in the educational field. My question is, how important, when you compare direct remittances to skill development in Ghana, in terms of our national development, how are you going to weigh the two? Do you think we need to merge both, or do you think one trumps the other? Because we have a lot of professionals in the diaspora, which I believe can contribute significantly, far more than just resources, as my brother just said. So how important, how would you weigh both of them? Skills development as compared to direct remittances through what we send to our members. Thank you.
And Doc, we are running out of time, so if
Okay,
you can do
thank you, Janice. When it comes to remittances and skills, they should go hand in hand. However, it depends on what the remittances, the use of the remittances when they get to Ghana, for instance. Most of the time when the money gets to Ghana, they used to channel towards supporting families, paying school fees, building houses, and things like that. But development experts have realized that remittances can be put to good use through economic development, through job development, economic, business participation and all of that. So they are steering remittances towards those areas. But when it comes to skills development, which is, in the end, it boils down to ideas. And I remember in 2009, we had a discussion with President Kufuor, and he said, the amount of money they spent in Ghana on campaigns, we, the diaspora, cannot raise even a quarter or even 1% of it. But the only thing they need from us is ideas, which means we are exposed to so many fields in terms of our jobs and our economic activity or our professions. And therefore, we need to, that is the area that they need us the most. So if we can channel our ideas, and I can use NPP-USA as an example. One of the key reasons why NPP-USA, or one of the cardinal points why NPP-USA was established was to serve as the ideas lab for the party in Ghana, NPP. And some of you may remember, in 2009, which was our first Congress, we sent out about a 10-point plan. One of them, the first one was OMOV, one member, one vote. Right? So it started from here in 2008, or 2009. Then ideas in terms of engineering, Chairman Janice, we all know what the engineering issues we have in Ghana, and we have engineers here. The problem is that people are willing to participate, but they are not given the right opportunities to make their contribution effective in Ghana. So it is a problem. It is a problem. It is a big problem. But nevertheless, those two are needed and they should go hand in hand, and one of them is not important than the other. Both are needed.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Frifa. And the last one, Alhaji Sani, he's been raising his hand for long. Okay, after that, you give it to Senior Dankwa, and that's it.
Thank you. My name is Alhaji Sani Ibrahim. My question goes straight to Dr. China. Dr. China, I think there's a lot of people live in diaspora with their citizens, and they are very intelligent. They have doctors, engineers, and Ghana accepts dual citizen. When you're going to Ghana, you have an American passport, you can use it and go to, you can use Ghana passport and go to Ghana. When you're coming back, you came back with your American passport. There's a lot of people, they retired, they wanted to go to their constituency and contribute on their constituency. But which they are very smart and intelligent than those MPs over there. But because of their citizenship, they said they want to allow the person to contest in that constituency. So are we going to allow this serious, intelligent, and smart people to die with that knowledge? Thank you.
Okay. Snappy, please.
Thank you, Mr. Frank, Chairman. My name is Apia Dankwa. Actually, I like the way Mr. Charles was speaking about the party and what the party is going through here at NPP-USA Branch. That is my personal concern. And I'm speaking as a concerned citizen of NPP-USA. He spoke about Dr. Bawumia becoming a president, or Dr. Bawumia being the good candidate, but the party or the vehicle that will be taking him to power is not as it's supposed to be. What can we do? We are here today. We can discuss about remittance. It's okay. We can discuss about sending money, citizenship. It's okay. But if the vehicle is not good, what are we going to do?
Chairman, but you can't set your own question.
I am.
Speak to the topic.
Which topic?
Okay, go ahead.
It's
So you
about
have less than a minute.
NPP-USA. Look at how many people are here today.
We're talking about the role of diasporans in Ghanaian political landscape.
Yeah, we are here as a diasporans trying to help our mother Ghana.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And
But be
yet,
snappy, please.
somebody is sitting at Ghana dictating to us, as Dr. Chana was speaking about, every country has their own specific way of doing things. And someone sitting in Ghana doesn't know anything even about one state in America. Yet, the person wants to stay in Ghana and dictate to us and telling us how to do our things. That is my concern. That's my question. I think we need to address this very, very carefully. And we need to address it very boldly. And let the people in Ghana who are thinking that they can sit over there and then dictate to us. Even, I'm from Colorado. The law in Colorado is completely different from the law of Massachusetts. So if you are in Ghana and you don't understand this concept and you want to dictate to us and telling us what we have to do, we are doing this because we love our mother Ghana. And we care for our families who are living in Ghana, not because we need something from Ghana. We don't have money, as I've always been saying. But if you work here and you retired, you will be entitled to Social Security, which Ghana they don't even have. They don't. So,
Thank
Dr.
you.
China, please. I don't know. I know you represent the executive from Ghana. I wish they could have been here today. I wish. It's unfortunate. The way you are speaking, I don't think you have that concept of those people. And
Thank you. Thank you. Please, no attacks here.
Thank you very much. So I'll lump the two questions together. I've always said, and I still do believe, that MPP members in the diaspora, you are pace setters. You set the pace on a number of fronts. I remember, let's take ourselves back to 2012, after the court case. The then candidate, Akufo-Addo, this is an inside information I'm sharing with you. It's no more confidential because of time. He had decided not to contest again. In fact, we got wind of it. That call from his household came to me. At that time, I was the chairman of NPP China Branch. Then quickly, I contacted Chairman Ajay Abua and Chairman Atakrofi because they were seniors. I was a young chap amongst them. So we decided to hold a press conference to push him. The external branches, the party members in the diaspora, we all moved to Ghana. Chairman Ajay Abua couldn't go, so your very chair lady represented Chairman Ajay Abua at that press conference. And I was fortunate to address the press on behalf of all the external branches. Our message was one, that President Akufo-Addo, we know and respect your decision probably to retire and go, but we also know that you are our best shot at the presidency. You are our best man to get into power and to save Ghana. And so whether you like it or not, we are pushing you. That message got him to think again. And in fact, after that press conference, those of us who stayed in Ghana, he always invited us to his house. So after our press conference, the other party structures, the constituencies, the regions, they started visiting him. President Kufuor, whether you like it, at that time he wasn't president. Nana, whether you like it or not, you are going. Nana, you are going. Nana, you are going. It began a groundswell of popular support for him. And so he was forced to come out to say, okay, I've heard you. I am going to consider, I'm going to London, I'll think about it, and when I come, and then we say, yes, we've gotten it. So we are pace setters when it comes to NPP politics. Had it not been the intervention of the diaspora branches, and I'm happy Chair Lady Obaya is here. She was right there by me during the press conference. We probably wouldn't be here today because Akufo-Addo wouldn't have contested. He would have probably declared that I'm no more going, and then it would be a problem even if he changes his mind later on. Because that was what he was going to do, per the inside information we got. And once again, the diaspora, we set the pace. Fast forward, we have gotten into an era where it has almost become as if party leadership is reserved for people with deep pockets. People are buying positions. People are being put in places not because of their competence, not because of their expertise, but because of their deep pockets. This presents an opportunity for the diaspora, again for NPP-US, to set another pace. You have a loud voice. You can send a clearer signal to those back home that, look, we need that vehicle to be ready for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to cruise to victory. And to do that, anybody who is just coming because of his deep pocket should stay away, because he or she is an empty barrel. We need people who are competent. We need people who are bold. We need people who are assertive. We need people who can look into the face of the candidate and say, Mr. Candidate, I know you want to do this, but I'm sorry, in the interest of your own presidency and that of the party, we won't allow you to do it. We need people who can do that. And to do that, NPP-US must lead the charge to send a clearest message to Ghana that, look, the elections we are going to have in September should not be about money. It should not be about your deep pocket. It should not be about when I'm nimnu, but it should rather be about who can get the job done. And your best bet of knowing who can do the job done is to look at the track record of all those aspirants. Every aspirant, at least for the key positions, the aspirants, they have track records in the party. What were they tasked to do? What did they do? Did they achieve it? What is the success rate? Before you can even consider what they want to do again. So definitely, money should not be the key consideration at all. But if you don't intervene, NPP-US, I can assure you, money will take the center stage going into September 2026 elections. So yes, we can start by fixing this vehicle, by ensuring that we move money or reduce the influence of money to the barest minimum, so that quality will take center stage, experience will take center stage, ideas will take center stage, vision will take center stage, and that will make the vehicle ready for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to drive to victory one touch come December 7, 2028.
Thank you.
And of course, with that, I believe that this dual citizenship restriction is not fair. Myself, I'm a victim. My children are also dual citizens, and so I wouldn't want a future where tomorrow they cannot even be fire officers or this or that. We are all Ghanaians, and so I believe that we should push forcefully, and I believe that, God willing, when His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia becomes president, we will take a second look at that and fix it once and for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. China. You have killed two birds with one stone. Thank you so much. Of course, the last two questions were directed to you. On that note, we come to the end of the first plenary session. You may now resume your seats. Thank you so much for coming. And be reminded, don't forget, that the MPP is built on an ideology that delivers prosperity for all, locally and globally. Thank you so much.
Oh, guys, let's do it better for our panelists and our moderator. That was a fiery one. That was a fiery one. That was very, very entertaining. To our panelists, God richly bless you for those insightful conversations. And I think this is what sets NPP-USA apart, right? This is what sets us apart, and it is a good thing. Kukrudu! 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 All right, so a few things. We're going to be having lunch at 1 p.m. We want to be able to kill two birds with one stone. So when we get ready to go have lunch, at that same moment, we'll have our General Secretary and our branch treasurer giving us the report, and our branch treasurer giving us a report as well. And then I believe there is an NPP-USA stewardship report as well for 4 years. So that is going to take precedence, or that's going to be happening when we are having lunch. In the meantime, Kukuru, I believe we can take. All right, thank you very much. So we're going to call on our venerable Secretary for NPP-USA, Mr. Augustine Aboneza, to come and give us the branch secretary's report. Yes, let's do it better. This man is the longest serving branch executive. God bless you.
Kukrudu. 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 Power. Power. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this conference. Under normal circumstances, this room would have been filled to the brim. But you all know the problems in which we are. But at times, the fewer, the merrier. There's a folklore in Ghana during the Kwame Nkrumah regime. They say there was a district chief executive around the Winneba area. Every event he attends, he says, today is a great day, and a great day is today. Why he's looking for his speech. I hope he becomes that person. I think that this was Kwame Kwachi. Yeah. It's my honor money from it united the record, and it is a legal entity registered and as such, we are that there are certain things that we can we have certain. We had a conference in Cincinnati, Ohio, in the state of Ohio. There was an election before the conference, and a new leadership took over from that conference. And I happened to be an assistant to the Iron Lady. And over the last 4 years, that lady has done 2026 conference. Technically, it's not a conference. We practice OMO, one member, one member. 22, there were about 23 chapters in this branch. And over the last 4 years, the number of chapters have grown to 28. We have a few not so active today, but they are being brought back online on active line. And then we have 2 more chapters who have almost completed the formalization to become chapters of this branch. And these are Missouri and North Dakota. So as you can see, we are growing. We are the mighty among all the Senate branches. NPP-USA is organized through the chapters. So as we grow more chapters, NPP-USA will become more mighty and more powerful. Perhaps by then, we will not be dictated to by people from Ghana who don't even know what happens here, because within the last 4 years, no official of NPP Ghana has ever visited NPP USA in an official capacity to even understudy how NPP USA operates. So it is very unfortunate that only within the last 2 weeks that NPP Ghana, being the father, as we have been told, a child cannot fight the father and win. So the father is putting its pressures on us to do certain things the way they want us to do it. So our membership is growing strong and strong. And one thing in NPP USA is that we are abreast with the times, and we have instituted programs or strategies that help us to manage the branch in a very efficient manner. We used to have a management system, but we have progressed from that to a more robust management system that we christened NPP-USA Connect, to connect all our members so that they can go to the system and find any information they want. We can broadcast through that to our members anytime that we want. NPP-USA, being the largest external branch, gives a lot of support to the mother party. We attend all NPP conferences in Ghana, all of them. We have never, in our 34 years of existence, ever skipped any. During the 2023 presidential primaries, we had 3 super delegates. They all went and cast their ballots. And during the primary itself, all our 12 delegates, supported by the branch, went to Ghana and cast their ballots. During the Legon conference in 2025, we went in our numbers. And during that conference, as the pace setters among all the external branches, when the communication directorate of NPP Ghana was having some financial difficulties, this branch donated a sum of $5,000 to the communication directorate. And in recognition of that, those of you who were in Ghana saw the big banner in the Lagos Stadium, NPP USA. In 2025, again, we went to Ghana to the presidential primaries. Is it 2025 or 2026 January? We play our part as usual. And after that, we had a meeting with the Patriotic Institute. And again, we donated another 5,000 to shore up the Patriotic Institute. 5,000. On record, NPP-USA donated $5,000. And when we came back, you know, our Iron Lady is very active. With our Iron Lady, we've registered a new Patriotic Institute here as a vehicle through which we can get donations that we can use to help the new Patriotic Institute in Ghana. So there are a lot of things that we do to help the mother party in Ghana. And but the question is this: do we really get any recognition from the mother party for all that we do to help them? No. Why do you say no? That's a topic for another discussion, not today. Currently, NPP-USA has some assets in Ghana that I need to report to you. For the last election that we took active part in, we supported 29 constituencies in Ghana. We gave them materials for the campaign. 29 constituencies in Ghana. The party gave us 15, but with our strength, we added another 14 constituencies that we gave materials to for the campaign. NPP-USA itself bought a 2022 Toyota pickup that we shipped to Ghana for the campaign, that we still have in Ghana for the next campaign and other activities. In recognition for all that we do for the party, somebody gave us 2 plots of land at Aburi. So NPP-USA has 2 plots of land at Aburi. As I told you earlier on, NPP-USA is a legal entity registered in the state of New York, and as a law-abiding legal entity, we always fulfill the compliance requirements that the law asks us to do as a Section 527 organization. We file our taxes to the IRS every year. That's not in question. In 2024, I'm sure most of you here attended the 30th anniversary celebration in Alexandria, Virginia. And at that anniversary, I can report to you that there were at least 500 members at the, was it a dinner dance? Because there was not much dance. There were at least 500, because of time we didn't have much to do. There were at least 500 members at that event. The report is a very voluminous report. I'm only giving you a snapshot of the report. There are other things that we have done within the last 4 years. The report is distributed to everybody. So if you have time, read through the report, and it will tell you everything that we've done within the last 4 years. I don't want to bore you by repeating most of the things, but these are some of the things that we've done within the last 4 years. As William Shakespeare told us in one of his comedies, As You Like It, this world is a stage, and each and every one of us, nothing but a mere player. We have our entries and we have our exit. Within the next few days or few weeks or few months, the determination of that is out of our hands. Some of us will be leaving the stage because our exit have arrived. And then a new batch of leadership will have their entries, through which they will come on to take NPP-USA to further grounds. But before I leave you, there is a concluding part of the report that I want to read to you. This will be termed as the closing remarks and the lessons for the future. And I read, the experience of the 2022 to 2026 administration offers several enduring lessons for those who will lead NPP-USA in the years ahead. And some of the things we recognize are institutions must remain stronger than individuals. Institutions must remain stronger than individuals. When institutions remain stronger than individuals, you know, within the last few days or few weeks or few months, we are going through a turbulent period now, because some people don't regard institutions being stronger than individuals, that things that should be done through institutions are being done by individuals. I can give you an example. Example is that in our bylaw, we say that any correspondence going from a member or chapter to Ghana must go through the branch. But of late, individuals are writing petitions directly to Ghana, signifying the fact that those individuals are stronger than NPP-USA. If that continues, we are singing a dirge to the demise of NPP-USA, because if many individuals who feel they are stronger than NPP-USA come on the stage, they will become like Putin in Russia. NPP-USA will not remain stronger beyond today. So we recognize the fact that institutions might remain stronger than individuals. And those who are writing individual petitions to Ghana, they need to recognize the harm that they are doing to this branch. Political education must remain central to the development of the party NPP. Young people and women must be given meaningful leadership opportunities. Diaspora engagement must include policy, advocacy, and professional expertise. Grassroots organizations require practical logistic support. Unity must be protected through discipline and mutual respect. When we go to Ghana today, we all see that there's no discipline. Like people in Trotro, after drinking the sachet water, they just throw the thing everywhere, and that results in or contribute to the flooding that some people are not able to survive the flooding. So we recognize that when discipline and mutual respect is absent in any organization, that organization is bound to decline and maybe go out of existence. Every administration must remain accountable for its stewardship. We were responsible, that's why we are giving you the 4-year stewardship report. Successful programs should be strengthened, not abandoned, like as is the case in Ghana, that every government comes, abandon projects started by the previous government, meaning that the money has been thrown into the dust. New administration coming into this branch must continue the programs that the previous administration started and not abandoned. And all these achievements that I tried to narrate to you today couldn't have been chalked without the support of the branch executives, the chapter chairpersons and the chapter executives, the council of elders, the women's wing, the youth wing, the national wing, the TESCON members. You know, we were able to launch the first TESCON in NPP-USA. The patrons and donors, and that comes Mr. Kusi, who was able to help us raise some money for the 30th anniversary. The campaign coordinators, the communication teams, the volunteers, the professionals who provided technical support to the branch, members who are ready anytime to travel to Ghana, vendors and service providers, families who supported members in their practical work. You know, some of us, you know, when you are a branch executive and you are traveling up and down, it puts a lot of strain on your family. At times, well, I'll leave it there. Every member who sacrificed within the last 4 years contributed to this achievement. We applaud you. For the future, we recognize the fact that no administration of this branch is without challenges, and no stewardship record should suggest that every aspiration was completely fulfilled. Yet, the work accomplished over these 4 years is substantial and instructive. The next administration inherits both an opportunity and responsibility to preserve what has worked, to improve what remains incomplete, and to build upon the foundation established between 2022 and 2026, and going beyond that to the beginning of this branch. These achievements must not become monuments to a departing administration. They must become the building blocks for the future. This stewardship report is respectfully submitted to the membership of the 2026 Quadrennial Branch Conference as an accurate record to the extent of the document made available of the branch institutional, financial, and organizational stewardship for the term 2022 to 2026. And with that, I thank you for your attention.
Kukrudu, 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 power, power, power. That was certainly
Kukrudu. I think we need to do this one significant event. During the course of 2022 and then 2026, we had 10 of our members that departed. 10 members that departed. And I think it will be a good thing for all of us to rise and with a minute of silence, pay tribute to our departed members. 10 members from various chapters that passed away in the course of 4 years. So a minute of silence, please. May the souls of our faithful departed patriots rest in perfect peace. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. And we also want to take this opportunity to say a very big thank you to the branch secretary for his account. It is my understanding that an electronic copy of the report will be made available. The signed electronic copy will be made available, I believe, on all NPP-USA platforms, including the website of the party. At this point, I think we've earned our breaks, right? I think we've earned our breaks. So we're going to take a 5-minute break or 10-minute break. And when we are returning, we're going to grab our lunch because lunch is already served. We'll come and sit down, and as we dine, we'll invite the branch treasurer to give us a report, the financial report for the last 4 years as well. So Let us take a 10 minutes break, and as we return, you grab your food, you come have a seat, and we enjoy the financial report from our branch treasurer. Thank you very much, and enjoy your break.
Try testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. 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 Take it.
What did I do? I didn't know.
Well, thank you, everyone. Thanks to all of our viewers, out there. This is the quadrennial delegates conference of NPP USA, and perhaps the last for this particular, term or administration for this particular, outgoing executives. On the account of what we have done so far, I have with me the chairman of Cincinnati chapter, Mr. Francis Donko, who actually has been very instrumental in all these years doing a lot of work. So, Chairman, I know you have been doing a very excellent, job right now in terms of, monitoring, in terms of running, the program today. I want to ask you, what has been an inspiration to you so far for what, you have seen or what has happened? Can you tell us a little bit of this conference and what your inspiration is?
I believe very strongly that the participation we've seen in today's conference speaks directly to the resilience and commitment of NPP USA members. We all know a lot of the challenges that is being faced by the branch right now, and to see the sort of participation that we've seen today is not only inspiring, but it's assuring that despite all the challenges, we have members showing up today to participate in something that is very, very important to our cause. So it's exciting for me. It's exciting as we work towards 2028 to secure a win for Dr. Baumia and a win for the NPP. This is a huge step towards that goal.
Thank you very much, Chairman. And let me ask you, people have, been of the view that we've always seen great numbers, right, in every, 4 years. But this year, the number hasn't been that much, to the admiration of, members. So what so far, I know maybe others may be discouraged. What do you have to say in terms of the numbers, looking at the people that we have or the members we have in this gathering?
Yeah, so historically, we should have a lot more people here, but if we take a look at what has happened the last few months, specifically the last few weeks, the numbers are still encouraging. And I think for us, it provides a really good opportunity for us to do proper introspection. So I'm not really perturbed about the numbers. I think the numbers are good, but most importantly, because we're not having an election this time around, we have an opportunity to have a focused discussions, focused introspection that will set us up as a branch for the next phase of our party. And so, yes, I would have wished more people were here, but I'm not perturbed about the numbers. I'm more focused on the depthness of the conversation, the discussions, and the things we do as we come here today. That prepares us for a win in 2028.
Well, thank you very much. And lastly, before I let you go, do you think leaving this particular, conference tomorrow, we would have achieved our objective as a branch? And if so, then what would that, be? What specifically can you point to as an achievement walking out of this, conference tomorrow?
So I think that the biggest achievement is that we stood resilient and we did not back down or we did not get demotivated, and we had every cause to be. We still stood our ground and made this conference happen. I know we're going to be doing our constitutional amendment. That will be a big win, and hopefully we will leave here having set for ourselves a good path going forward with it in the next few weeks. That will help us get our elections done and hopefully elect the next set of leaders that are going to take responsibility for the branch.
Okay. Well, thank you to our viewers. We were just talking to our, Cincinnati chairman in the person of Chairman Francis Ewusi Donko, who has given us a really great, introspection of all that we have done so far. So we want to continue to encourage, our viewers out there that this conference is still live. We're really having great, fans, and there's a lot more to happen in our next, session. I have also in my, midst, I would like for him to introduce himself. Matter of fact, he's a great, personality from New York, chapter. I would like for him to introduce himself and tell us what actually brought him or motivated him to be here today for this conference. Yes, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Honorable Secretary. Thank you very much for inviting me here to share 1 or 2 words about the conference we are having now.
Okay.
My name is Dr. Kofi Osei-Wusu, and I am the Vice Chair of NPP New York chapter.
Well, thank you, Dr. Wusu, for the introduction there. So tell us, so far, what has been your observation, and indeed, what has been quite impressive for what you have seen so far?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think that it's a conference that is mandated by our bylaws that we have to meet every 4 years. We had some few setbacks, few challenges, so the participation of individuals from various chapters has not been so great. However, the few numbers that are here are encouraging. We are fired up for the next election, and we are fired up actually for the next election that is coming ahead of us and for 2029.
Thank you. And then let me ask you, I know among everything else we're doing today is the climax of actually having our bylaws amended.
What do we seek to achieve through this process? We know constitutionally we are required to go through this every 4 years, but what do we expect as an achievement or accomplishment in trying to amend this particular bylaws that we have used over the last 4 years? Can you tell us about that?
Okay, thank you very much. I think that it is in line. Maybe over the past few years, the national has allowed the branch of NPP-USA to, as it were, do our own thing. However, the exigencies of the time has come that we have to, as it were, be in sync with the national party, be in sync so that when we are in Ghana, we are more recognized, because now our level of participation has been raised to a regional level, and the chapters are like constituencies. So we have to be in sync with them. Everything we do here should be like that. And I don't believe that it's a dictatorship period or they are dictating to us what to do, but to have that kind of recognition so that when everything is being shared or everything is being reviewed, the branch will also have its full share of it. So that is how I see it. So I see that it's a very great milestone for us to undertake. Thank you.
All right. Before I let you go finally, let me ask you. We have seen Cincinnati in 2022. Here we are in 2026. We actually, have Massachusetts, who is actually hosting us. In all of this, we've seen great, I should say, accomplishment, great success stories to talk about this conference. Now, in terms of our membership, we continue to build this, branch. We continue to have a lot of, members motivated to bring in the numbers so that we can continue to grow. What is the way forward in terms of, trying to grow this branch and make it an admiration for those that are out there who have a certain desire to want to belong to this chapter?
Thank you very much. I think that the empowerment of the branch is dependent on the chapters. So it is my wish that the incoming executive will empower all the various chapters, will visit them, give them motivation, have an annual or even a monthly review of all chapters, so that gradually we will be able to build these chapters. Because when these chapters are built well, that is how the branch becomes very vibrant. Thank you.
Well, viewers, thank you very much once again. We have seen, great background or historical backgrounds about work that has been done so far. And I'm quite impressed speaking to great chairmen who have had an opportunity to grant us audience. We think that a lot is happening. So on that account, I want to just, thank our viewers out there. Continue to, follow us, continue to watch us. There's still more to come, as I indicated in our next, session. But before we let you all go, we have a few others, who are joining us for the conversation. I have, with me a great personality. I don't want to take, the time to introduce him. He's here to do justice to that. So I would like for him to introduce himself, and then we can actually, have a very, very, very great conversation. Sir, we're glad to have you here. If you could please tell us who you are and what you do, or what your representation is in this branch. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. My name is Janice Asari-Bediako. I'm the just outgoing chairman for NPP Washington, D.C. Metro, and also a contestant in the upcoming elections for the branch chairmanship. In terms of my professional career, I'm an engineer. I have an engineering company. That's the largest, minority-owned engineering company in the DMV, where we do engineering consulting and construction material testing.
If you say DMV, can you,
DMV is Virginia, DC, Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, so that enclave. Yeah, okay. So we happen to be the only chapter that encompasses 3 states.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Chairman Asari. Janice Asari-Bediako. Viewers, he's just, the immediate past chair for the DC, chapter. But Chairman, tell us overall, what is your impression of this conference?
You see, with every conference, there are objectives that needs to be done. Some of the objectives include having elections, but I think the major impact of a conference is shaping up policies that is going to help the establishment move forward in the next future. If you just look on from a numbers perspective, you might say, hey, because we didn't have a lot of people attend, the conference is a flop on it. But I don't share that opinion. What I would take from it is, at the end of the day, what did we gather when we came here as a conference? What ideas are we going to shape our next 4 years? If those objectives are achieved, then the conference is a success. I don't look at it from the perspective of just numbers again. But as I said, conferences are there to brainstorm. Conferences are there to share ideas. Now, we are in a very turbulent time as a branch. And this conference can even be a point where we even reunite and go back with the same focus to be able to move the branch forward. And if those objectives are achieved, then the conference will be a success. I've attended just the morning session. We had brilliant people give suggestions on things that are affecting the branch, things affecting us as a party. So that is the way to go. And I believe as we go through all these sessions, we'll be able to achieve the goal of having ideas to be able to move the brand forward beyond where we see ourselves.
Finally, before I let you go, you have seen our numbers. Of course, being the chair for Washington, D.C., you've been around long enough, have seen a lot of progress. Let me ask you, considering in 2022, the numbers we had, and today, presently, the numbers that we have currently as a branch, would you say we have done quite well in terms of our growth? If there are opportunities, what would you say those opportunities are, and how can we continue to excel as one of the biggest and the most admirable external branches?
Okay, thank you. I wouldn't even go as far as 2022. In 2024, Washington, D.C. organized the NPP event at 30. We had almost 500 people in the room with almost about 200 outside coming to try to attend the event. So what has happened right now is not an issue of numbers. Yes, there are some things that are going on internally as a branch. The conference also coincided with us having elections. So there are a lot of issues. So you cannot really look at the numbers at this conference just to make a determination. I believe there are things that we will need to address, which we are going to address. But let's not judge NPP-USA or even this conference just based on numbers, because we are going to get it wrong. I believe one of the things that we've done as a branch, which is the testament of our work as a branch, is when we realized that there were problems at upcoming elections, we put it on hold. Because we don't want to have elections and then people come up and raise objections to it. So we said, hey, we are NPP-USA, we are a transparent organization. If issues are being raised, let's put it on hold. But still, let's come to our conference and share ideas that's going to move the brand forward. So I think that is a positive step in our feather. That's a positive feather in our heart. And if you continue to do this, I have no doubt that this branch will continue to be at the echelon of all external branches and will continue to be the innovative basket of ideas that have always been as NPP-USA.
And finally, what is your word of advice or your final word to this, branch, as well as all of our chapters across, the various, states, that it continues to make this place one of the best, places that we all want to belong to? Your final word.
Yeah, what I want to say is there is a lot of misinformation going on, and I think that is even part of the reason why we are seeing those numbers about our branch's role and the role in Ghana and superposition. And I think there's a lot of misinformation going on, and I think the first plenary session did some justice to it, by one of the speakers who highlighted this issue. And what do I mean by that? Yes, we are a branch of the party. Okay, we have the mother party that has its dictates. We as a branch also have our dictates governed by the establishment where we are. Where we failed, as a branch, or where maybe we could have improved, was opening the dialogue process. I believe, as one of the panelists said, it became an issue of, taking entrenched positions that we feel we are this, and the party also feeling that they have a rightful position. And I think that's something that we could have handled better. But you see, for any organization, I call it a sinusoidal curve. When I say sinusoidal curve, you have ups and downs, but you keep moving forward. The downs, you don't stay at the downs. You might go down, but use as a lesson learned, and you bounce back up. Ultimately, your goal is to move forward. So there's a sinusoidal period where we are as a branch, and I can assure you that regardless of what happens, the end result is going to be a strong NPP-USA. The end result is going to be, we are still going to be an innovative basket. You see, Ghanaians forget something about NPP-USA. NPP-USA was the one that returned Ghana to democratic rule. Most people don't even know that. When Jerry John Rawlings was chasing everybody out of Ghana, those demonstrations started from DC, started from New York, where we went out and we said, no, we need multi-party democracy. Even some of the first, remember the first NPP conference in Ghana was financed by people here. So we've always led the democracy in our party. And I think even with this challenging period, we are going to overcome it and still be that driving force to bring Dr. Bawumia to power.
All right, viewers, thank you very much. Our able chairman of the great DMV, Washington, chapter. He has been, really, really, really awesome, granting us, this opportunity. Of course, he's leaving the scene, but he is going to be around. He is a contestant, a major one, of course, for the chairmanship of this branch. So the next, branch election, which we're about to, host, hopefully in the next few weeks, he is one of the great, contestants, aspiring for the chairmanship, role. So, viewers, we're very grateful. And again, to our chair, thank you so much for joining us and having a very great conversation. We look forward to the next session, in the conference, room.
Thank you to the media team. You're doing a good job. And
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you very much. Yeah. All right.
Killer boys met 12. The friend say you were front if you don't need one. I see Bradford. Auntie Mary said this be the life I live for here. Things I see with my eyes and me catch my play one now she goes stress. So I keep it down to myself. Obi else to my gangster, yeah. Me have a choice, I am friend. Me be I'm aware. Silence for a minute. Rest in peace to Sister Mariam. Yami Mayal Jana. You bet she I was through one day. Then I will tell you my story. Said I make a tell one night. Man is banking, but village now so we trapping. It's major. I feel say na me na me serious. The same got to move na me say. Kwa mi kubi ya ba me ba na me na se kan ya ba konta cause we are mobi show bibe timi ya do my den na ma dipe aba you met so min chinipi inside ka krevi me mboni mi Friday ba kubi na ma club mi na ba ya ma kuya na ma choke one corner one lana so oti asia na na yama I brand to my bro mi na kamanda ba mi musica na me be no aba I'm a man. Jenny Pana Kamani, Jenny Pana Kamani, I get to give me the shabby, I get to get in the shabby. Jenny Pana Kamani, Jenny Pana Kamani, I get to get it, come in the shabby, get to get it, come in the shabby.
Praise the Lord, hallelujah, in the highest. Nyawa yo nyame, wasit in yo nyame. All by your mercy and your grace, I am grateful. You've turned my life around. Now I'm a shining star.
Yeah, I said about this kind of when I'm daddy. Me this car, me go turn, but I'm a planning. I know what I could do more routine I have me. Di ma teme kame kuti pona babe kame. Boka masam de via minte. Mene opa na se minte. I'm focused. The best I am home boss. And ten to nothing. I be boss and then I'm ante. They say my songs be a real one. And so until be a just having quan. I know go round for me. Today them say they me. Nani na me da was it. Mama ta focus on the Jenny Pana Kamani. Jenny Pana Kamani. Kakete give me the shabby, kakete give me the shabby. Tell baraka, tell baraka, benuye. Kakete give me the shabby, kakete give me the shabby.
Praise the Lord, hallelujah in the highest. What's it in your name? All by your mercy and your grace, I am grateful. You turn my life around, no other shining star.
We gon' turn it up.
Calling my rap falling, telling me that I'm falling. Spirits up in the morning, positive that I'm.
Semi boom. Say ojo ye uji ye una jamyu. We say all video mahu dia grouping. Ojo ye uji na wanye misa. Ni wakano vya zozozu. Yana ya ize upe jami. Adi weni sunye di kota yu. Emma zari we yu. Ojo ye sa. All the Shemi Bobby, Shemi Bobby, Shemi Bossa Wani mi Alayo. Shemi Bobby, Shemi Bobby, Shemi Bossa Wani mi Alayo. Shemi Bobby, Shemi Bobby, Shemi Bossa Wani mi Alayo. Shemi Bobby, Shemi Bobby, Shemi Bossa Wani mi Alayo. Tremise, all the tremise, all the demu. Tremise, all the tremise, tremise, all the tremise, all the demu. 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 Tremise, all the tremise, tremise, all the tremise, tremise, all the tremise, all the
Hello? Please, those outside, let's start to come inside and get seated. Let us please come inside and get seated. Manny, please start on to you. Let's tell your friend. Please, let's get seated. Please, let's get seated. Those who are still gathered here, let's get it done and get seated, please. Let's get seated, please. Let us prompt those outside to come inside and get seated so we can get the second part of today's business going. DJ, and you man, you want to say, "Mami, why?" And I just want to say, New Jersey, Tejoku, please. Let's rally our folks outside to come and have their seat so we can get the second part going, please. Are we ready? Kukuru. Hey, mama di dia you na munjai sa. Please, let's come inside. Let's come inside. Get seated so we can get started. Chairman Joe, please rally your folks. Rally your folks. Rally your folks so they can get seated and get started. Okay. We're waiting on the projector to be set up.